Hi everyone, I'm Yowie Piglet. Sorry if the lighting's kind of crap. I can't seem to get my new laptop's thing working. I don't know how to get the camera working. Um, I'm sorry that I haven't uploaded a lot of videos lately. My life has been pretty busy. I haven't been inspired and a whole lot of other shebang. And I don't like this t-shirt. It makes me look how I should be. I'm sorry. So the reason I wanted to make this video was because I thought it would be time to bring your attention to an artist I've met before. At my very first convention in I think it was in Glasgow, yes, I met a young girl who was doing commissions and stuff, and this was her. So you can see that. This is her. If it's back to front, again, camera problems. So I think it's Asia Alfasi Art. Asia Alfasi Art. If I've mispronounced that, I am really sorry. Again, lighting bad. So she did one of my commissions, which was a chibi, and let me get my picture. So I framed it a while back, years ago. I'm just taking this off because I feel sad to take I added my own parts to the plastic, like a little heart, but, you know, I have to take it off so, you know, so you won't think I drew on it. Maybe it's quite late here. So this is the chibi picture she did for me. This was my second day, and I was Harleen Quinzel, or Harley Quinn. I had really long, scruffy hair, and I loved the chibi picture she did for me. Years later, at the Glasgow SECC one, I happened upon her again, and I was so happy to see her again, so I got her to do another commission, which was this, and I really like it. That year I was Pinkie Pie, and this was also the time when I got my glasses, because I'm nearsighted, so it's kind of crappy, so it's pretty hard for me to see sometimes. So time passed, and I met her again at the Glasgow Comic Con, and if you'll excuse me while I get the picture out. Professional, ladies and gentlemen. I happened to see her again, and I really wanted her to do a picture of me again. This time, I was a 1940s female film noir cop. Now, what film noir cops are those guys you see in those, you know, the bowler hats, the white shirt with the braces, smoking a cigarette, excuse me for yawning, smoking a cigarette, drinking a glass of scotch, and, you know, those guys and the black and white stuff where you see, and the guy who always says, and then she walked into my life or something. So she drew me this when I had my short hair, and I'd broken my glasses because I'd accidentally broken my glasses. So this was me, and as you can see from all of how detailed and wonderful it is, that was also the year I was giving her and some other people at the convention sweeties, because I went around the convention like, do you want a sweetie? Do you want a sweetie? And one person actually said to me, I don't have any money. I'm like, hey, they're free sweeties. And she's like, okay. So I went around the entire convention center with a box of sweeties and just went, do you want a sweetie? Do you want a sweetie? Stuff like that. And I had kept going back around to check on her, which I know is kind of stupid, but not in a kind of, are you done yet? Are you done yet? Are you done yet? kind of way, more in a, like, you know, how are you, and stuff like that. Oh, my neck hurts. So, because, because we were friends, and because apparently it surprised me because I was so nice and kind that this was actually like 30 quid or something. Like, the first one I think was 15, I may be wrong, and I think the second one was like 25 quid, I think. So she knocked off 5 pounds because of the sweets, and I didn't do that intentionally. I was like, I was just going around offering people sweets and glow sticks, just because I like to make people's day brighter. You'd be surprised how many people I've made smile from the fact I bring them free sweeties. Um, and a bit of a tangent, I'm not going to this year's convention because I'm looking for a second job. I need to help out with, because I want to get a second job to help out financially and stuff like that. And, stuff like that. Sorry, I had a very horrible taste in my mouth. Yuck. That happens. So, I, um, I was really happy. So, I wanted you guys to look her up, and she's on, that's either Tumblr or Twitter. I could be wrong. So, so her Facebook is the same. It's ASIALFASIART. Both on Facebook and I think that's Tumblr. So if you want some really fantastic art by this girl, I'd really recommend you go and see her. She does classics, chibis, and she also does colors. I can't remember how much those are. Next time I see her, I think I'll try and get her to do a color one, because she's a very fantastic artist. She's very kind, she's very sweet, and I'd really recommend seeing her. So if you're going to the Glasgow Comic Con, I'd recommend, if she's going, try and look her up. So this is what her thing will look like. The big tall things they have at the back. Sorry, a little coffee. No, I mean, I'm coughing. No, I have had coffee. I don't like coffee. I don't like coffee or tea. Well, okay, I like tea, but you have to put in, like, milk and 2 sugars, or 2 or 3 sugars, for me not to taste it. Because tea just tastes like pumpkin to me. It just tastes like warm pumpkin juice. It's gross. So, yeah. So I just wanted to do a quick video for her, and I recommend going to find, going on her Facebook or her Tumblr or Twitter or whatever it is. So again, it's ASIALFASIART. And here, I'll hold this up so you guys can pause the video if you want to look it up. And there you go. Anyway, so I also wanted to show you guys some other art I collected. That actually is, that I drew myself. This I drew myself. I actually really like that. I actually drew that myself. So this is like pictures I collected and commissions I asked for, or maybe just pictures. So we've got Mad Munchkin's Pikachu. There you go. And Fluttershy. And we got Beetlejuice. And you got Mewtwo. Oh, wait. That one's upside down. I think, yeah, it's supposed to be like that. I had it the wrong way around. This is from a comic that I bought at my first convention. I can't remember the name. The comic's up there, but I'm too lazy to get off my butt to get it. And, yeah. So, oh, here's some commissions. I can't remember the name of this one. She does 5-minute anime drawings, and I really like this one. This is me with my short hair, and I actually look kind of cute in that picture. I actually kind of look cute. I actually wrote down the person's name on the bottom of this one. So it's scribblethis.com at Chibi. Sorry, my face is covered. CHIBI Chibish? I'm sorry, I can't read that. I can't even read my own writing. So this is what she did for me. And so if you remember, my camera's back to front. So it's scribblethis.com at CHIVISHIBBY. I think that's how you pronounce it. I think that's how I spelled it. And that one I won't show you because there's a lot of controversy behind the guy in the picture. This was a few years ago before we found out some bad stuff about him, but this was before he did some bad stuff. So I'm just gonna soil that picture. So I'm just gonna cover this one and just and here's someone had made a Howl's Moving Castle one. Now I didn't commission that. I found it and I love Howl's Moving Castle. The trailer didn't do it any justice. It was like they didn't like. I thought it was going to be a story about a girl who goes to an old woman who finds a young wizard, but I got mixed up. I think this is by the same. Excuse me. Bless me. So this is from the same girl from the Chibi-ish one. And sorry, it's like a 5-minute one. I was like trying to keep myself under a budget. And this one's a wildlife picture I found. I don't know who did it. They wrote their name, but I can't read that. And I also got a dove one because I like doves, and an owl one because I kind of like owls. I actually kind of like owls. And I got Overwatch pictures. So Tracer and McCree are two of my favorite characters. I don't play the game. It's kind of like with TF2. I don't play the game, but I love the characters, and I kind of like Scout because he's my favorite character. So cute. And also everyone's favorite wild rat, Junkrat. It is so cute. And I happened to meet one of the comic artists you see online. If you've ever seen the comic of the guy who's in hell and he's and the devil says, you know, the pizza's really hot, it'll melt your face off, and the guy's still eating it, and the devil's like, dude. Yeah, I met that guy. I met the guy who made that comic, and I got a little pug sticker from him because it was all I could afford. Because again, budget. So yeah, this is why I love conventions because I can get so much. I'm wondering if my leg was blocking out the sound. I got a new. Well, if the sound was a little bit fucked, this is why. Sorry. So, yeah, I forgot my new microphone was plugged in. Yeah, I'm an idiot. Let me just put that normal. So, if the... Hi, sorry. So, I wanted to show you some more pictures. This is, oh, wait, my camera is picking up my microphone. I mean, my microphone's in the frame. What the hell? So, yeah. Ooh. So, this is Harley Quinn. X-Men Days of Future Past with all the characters. Sorry if it's in a reflective cover, and it's also in my, I wanted to give it some extra protection, so I had bought a, laminator. Sorry, I can remember the word. So I've got everyone. There's like, Peter Dinklage, Magneto, young and old, Professor young and old, Storm, Mystique, Wolverine, can't remember, Bobby, can't remember, Colossal, can't remember, Beast, Rogue, Quicksilver, I think that's Cat, and so on and so forth. Crap. Did you guys not see that? Oh, for fuck's sake. It's unprofessional, ladies and gentlemen. This is another picture that really hits home with me. I'm sure you've seen this picture a lot on the internet. It says, I'm okay, and it says, I'm not okay in this one, which is really, really hits home for me because of my autism. Now, when I was in Edinburgh with my friend Natasha, I got a picture of, hang on, let me get closer, of Sherlock and John, who are one of my favorite ships. And I got this one for free because it was kind of bent, and the person gave it to me for free because it was bent, and, you know, they, and everything. This is a Pinkie Pie one, because Pinkie Pie is my favorite MLP character. And this is Luna. Here's Luna. Sorry for the... So this is a picture of a female Frankenstein. A very sexy female Frankenstein. It was the only one I wanted. Like, it was the only one I wanted to buy. So, you can see her. Sorry. So this is another commission I did. I was Harley Quinn with my rubber bat. I like Harley Quinn. And I had kept going back and forth again, but, you know, I wasn't, you know, like, demanding or, you know, shouting at them or being a total, privileged person or whatever it's called. You know those people who think, you know, I deserve the world and all that shit? Anyway, so this is, me, and because I kept going back and giving them lots of sweeties, they actually colored it in. Like, it was supposed to be in black and white, but they colored it in for me as a thank you for the sweets, and I thought that was really cool. So I don't know who this is supposed to be, but I loved the picture when I saw it. Again, crappy lighting, but this was the best picture I saw, and I really wanted it. I mean, not the best. I just really loved how it looked. So now we also have dragons, and another me commission, but it's in pencil, so it's a little hard to see, so I can see from my camera. Totoro and No Face from Spirited Away, and from my neighbor Totoro, and the little guys down here having a little bit of a tea party too. It's cute. Spirited Away was my first ever Studio Ghibli film, so it's like my #1 favorite. And these ones I found, they were supposed to be like really spooky or something. So they're supposed to be like really spooky places or something, and I really like them. I can't tell if that's upside down. Now these are properly upside, right side up. It's the other one that's upside down. And so I really like these pictures. And yeah, I like sometimes I like scary, sometimes I like certain scary pictures. That one's a little too dark. Now another person was doing commissions, but not commissions of people, but characters. And so I asked them to do Bigby from The Wolves Among Us because he's my favorite character, and I actually have the first Wolves Among Us comic, you know, the one based on the game or something. You've already seen my one. So this guy was drawing pun pictures, and so I liked this one the most. So I got the Akash key. Akash key. Get it? Key. I accidentally left it behind, and I was so stupid. And I went back, and the guy had been giving it back because I'd left it a few tables down, and I was like, I'm so sorry. I really liked it. I am such an idiot. I looked all over the convention center for it. Now, I also got a couple of autographs, and these are the last two, I promise. I got Vic Magoni's autograph because he is Tamaki, and I love Tamaki. And I finally got to meet one of my 3 favorite voice actors. The one and only Jess Arnell. And he wrote Wacko Loves Caroline. And I'm like, oh my gosh, thank you. I was like a little scared about meeting him. Well, I think. I was so happy to meet him. And he was actually wearing a cowboy hat at the time. I was an undead zombie girl. Well, actually, I was a yandere girl. Oh, and before I forget, I drew this one myself. Sometimes I'm surprised at how well I can do a drawing. It's a little bit of a bad resolution, but I might scan it and put it up on my DeviantArt and my Tumblr if I get the chance. But yeah, so he actually cheered me up because I had accidentally spent a lot of the money I had, and my parents had to put some extra in my account from my account, as not from their account, from my savings. And I was like, oh, this is so embarrassing. But I got to meet him, Jess Harnell, and I was so happy to meet him. I was so happy to meet him that I I was bummed out about spending a lot of my money until he kind of like um he cheered me up without, knowing it, and I went around asking for more pictures from people. I will never. I lost my camera. It was this really cool camera I bought with my own money, and I fucking lost it. And I was like, oh, why? Never mind. It. Anyway, so afterwards, I went back with some money I had, and I had calculated how much I was going to spend. And then I went back to his table. I got his autograph, and when I went into the Vic Magoni line, I was talking with somebody about Steven Universe, and I was counting my money, and I was like, oh my god, I didn't pay for my autograph with Jess Harnell. So I asked the person I was talking to, can you hold my space in line? So I went out of the line, went back to Jess Harnell, and I said, I forgot to pay. And he was like very sweet about it. He's like, oh, thank you. And it's like, welcome, or something like that. What the hell is in my? Oh, no. I thought something weird was in my bag, and I just realized it was just another bag. It was just something from the back of the bag behind it. I'm sorry, I'm weird. So that's all I've got to say for now. So again, please go and look up this person, and if you can, commission lots of pictures from her, because she's an amazing artist, and I think she deserves all the love she can get. And yeah, so that's all I've got on the subject for now, but I will be back in a minute or two, or maybe later, maybe tomorrow, maybe some part of the future, to talk about something else. So I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys, see you later.